Pua! Hi, it's San and welcome to another video. There's no tutorial this month because I've been very busy, unfortunately. So instead, I'll just sit down and talk a bit with you guys about the different pathways of a dancer. Woo! So you've learned dancing, you've done a few like dances from the internet that you like, and then now what? What are you gonna do with your skill? You know, like how are you gonna spend your time? You're a dancer now, or at least you like to think that you're a dancer. You're someone who dances. Yeah, what are you gonna do? So that was me many years ago, and like I realized that some of my friends who dance only do video covers, or some of the friends that dance only do like live performances and then they don't do video covers, or some of my friends like battling, yeah, or they do a combination of everything. So like, what did I like to do, you know? For me personally, I realized I like the social aspect a lot because I'm an extrovert. So that's why I talk with people when I go for events. So I do events and I teach and I organize like projects, video projects. Is because of the social aspect. So I'm drawn to these things and I'm not drawn towards battling. Yes, that kind of stuff. So hopefully through this video we'll explore the different things you can do with this hobby. And I encourage you to experiment and just try it out. Even those that after trying it out you might feel a bit icky, at least like you've tried and it's an experience. This might not apply to people living in the countryside because the opportunities are less there, but if you're in the city, then actually quite a lot of these things you can find, even not just for like general street dance, but also specifically like Japanese music or Japanese dance. Let's go. The first thing that is very straightforward is doing video covers. So some people like to tell a story, or some people like to perform and like show people what they can do, like what kind of dance they can do, but they get a bit of stage fright, then they would prefer video over live performances. Also with video, there are like many different things you can experiment with, like angles and filmography, that kind of stuff. The other side of it is performing live. So there's the other kind of entertainment, which is on a stage at events, especially anime events. You get instant feedback from the audience and like it's very rewarding when everyone applauds you. Oh my gosh, yeah. So depending on like what kind you like more, whether you like something that's more polished because you have more control when you do a video cover versus something more spontaneous, then that would not spontaneous, but like, you know, you're living in the moment, then that would be performing. So you could try. Some people like both. I like both very much. But the idea is that you are an entertainer and you have something to show people. So another thing about entertainment is that it doesn't need to be technically challenging. So a lot of people focus on, oh, I must get better at dancing. I must be a good dancer. But actually to entertain well, you could do a very simple dance and have the time of your life, and your audience could be having the time of their lives. So entertainment is not just about like dance skill. It could be about stage presence. It could be about your costume and how you incorporate it into the performance. It could be about the way you show the storyline, that kind of stuff. Entertainment is a huge umbrella. So don't be pressured by I need to be good technically to entertain. Anyone can entertain. Yes, it's about what kind of skills that you already have and how you utilize it. Okay, then something on the more like structured side would be competitions. So it's a bit similar to entertainer, except that you are getting feedback from judges. You're getting scored by a rubrics. That doesn't mean you're a better dancer than other people. It just means that you won the competition. Yay! Some people like the adrenaline that comes with competitions because there's a bit of pressure that might encourage you to work harder. Some people like that you get feedback from professionals or from seniors that are very valuable towards your growth. Or some people would like to like have a measure of where they are, or a challenge, you know? So I have friends who don't like the pressure of competitions, so they don't do it. I've done a few. I think it's not bad. I was able to win some, and I've had some also very embarrassing performances during competitions. So give it a try if there's any like dance competitions or anime dance competitions in your area. Then related to that, there's also battling. So battling is kind of like a dance, it's a dance competition. There's a whole structure. It's usually 1v1. It comes from the street dance scene. So there's one dancer, another dancer, and then the DJ plays a random song, and then you go up and then you show your stuff. I like to think that it's based on, firstly, like foundation, like how well you know your dance, and then the second thing is innovation, so like what thing fresh that you can bring to the table. Nowadays when you watch battles, it's actually very entertaining. You should go watch battles. You can see people like do a lot of stunts, and it's very flashy and kind of intimidating. You don't need to do stunts to be a good battler, honestly. It's really more on the musicality and the techniques that you can show, and of course what you can bring to the table that's fresh. Yeah, so I've tried battling before. It's just not for me. I'm not a freestyler. But I have a friend who does do battling, and I asked him for a bit of his thoughts on what he thinks. I think it stems from two different parts. Firstly, it's the freestyling. I especially like it when I have no thoughts in my mind and I'm just having fun moving and feeling the music. I love the freedom a lot. But if you were to say battling battle, because you can freestyle without battling, then I would say it's the connection towards your opponent. Sometimes when you are battling with your opponent, it feels not like a battle, but that you're trying to connect by showing each other what you are. Yeah, so that's his thoughts on why he loves battling. And if there are anime battles in your area, then you should definitely check it out, because anime battles, like any music battles, have a very specific culture, and if you love anime, you will feel at home, definitely. In Singapore, we have these events called Animeka and Oredan. These are the two battling events that are not based on a dance genre, but instead based on Japanese music, and you can dance any genre. Yes, I will link them in the description below. Okay, so next up we have choreographer. Choreography is basically entertainer, but you like creating your own dances instead of doing covers. Sometimes you get a song that you really want to dance, but there's no choreography out there. Most people would try to learn basics first, like foundation in a specific dance genre, and then after that you can learn how to create your own moves and use these basics to create the dance as a whole. That's what I do because I like structure. Some people can just instinctively move to the music, but it really just stems from a very good understanding of your body and how it moves, and also the music and how you can break it down. And also freestyling is like a whole skill that's very intimidating, yes. But I implore you to give it a try. You will try it at first, realize you get stuck, artist burnout, that kind of stuff. Once you finish the whole piece into a beautiful choreography, you will hate it because it's like, oh my gosh, it looks terrible, just like any artist who looks at their own drawing. But then my friends say it looks fine, so I just believe them and move on with my life. Yes, so choreography, wow, so fun. Yeah. And lastly, we have the leisure dancers. So some people, they dance not because they want to get better, not because they want to show other people what they've got. No, some people just like dancing because it feels good. So they would just go to like dance classes with no pressure of having to improve, or they just go for dance parties and they freestyle when no one's looking at them. Or you just dance alone in your room, like me sometimes, and probably like you. Yeah, because what's wrong with just doing a hobby for fun, you know? You don't have to have an output like a video to show off your progress, or like prove to people that you are actually spending worthwhile time in your room. You know, some people just do it for the love of it, and that's great too. So things that you could do is dance by yourself, or you could come for like random play dances. They're quite popular around nowadays. I like to host EOY's random play dance in Singapore. This year it's being hosted by Iris Group, so you can check them out. And yeah, enjoy doing what you do. Yeah, that's the most important thing. I think that's everything. So whether it's performing or choreographing, you don't need to do it all. You don't need to be the best at everything. I think the most important thing is that you've tried, and that you found something that is worthwhile your time. Yes, and that you can enjoy this hobby to the fullest. So good luck out there exploring. Tell me how it goes, And as always, if you enjoy these dance videos, if you enjoy these videos, then you can like, comment, and subscribe to Fua Dance Tutorials, or check out my Patreon where I talk about my dance life even more in the form of text. Yep, Jenny.